It's usually about 70.
70
Yeah.
crammed in, and
Yeah.
3 bands who they don't know who they are.
Yeah.
And they turn up and they do a gig.
You don't know who's coming. We've had James Bay, Jose Bastille, recently Ed Sheeran. In his case, people knew him, but usually it's before they're well known. So the inspiration behind Sofar Sounds was similar to what I said about innovation, which is myself and a couple others just realized that there were a few problems with going to live gigs. And people talk, and people text, and the bar is open, people are drinking. So we thought, well, how can we solve that? And so that was the inspiration moment. We're actually at a gig when all that stuff was happening. Like, why are all these people talking? So we left and went to my friend Dave's house, told everyone to be quiet and focus on the music and not on all the other things. And that was what got us to start Sofar Sounds. Sofar Sounds is growing and adding another city every few weeks. So we're trying to turn it into what is essentially a travel company where, not kind of figuratively, where people, wherever they go around the world, they can find a Sofar Sounds on any given day, whether it's in Paris, Melbourne, or upstate New York. And the same for the artists. The musicians who play Sofar Sounds, we want them to be able to perform and travel with us anywhere they go around the world.
Is that a dangerous relationship, do you think, big to small?
I mean, you can tell us how it's went, and usually it's treacherous. In this case, I think it went really well. It's extremely difficult for big company to gobble up small company, because what makes small company work is being nimble, is staying true to the founder's values, is just as worried about being good and bestowing some good upon the world as making money.
Yeah.
So key challenges and successes at companies like Disney and Diageo and coca-cola, for me, biggest challenge is getting the head of the company, CEO, behind any massive innovation. And that's because it's so difficult to be innovative that you need the people running the company behind it to help get you through all the inevitable internal barriers and obstacles. To get the rest of the company engaged in innovation, you have to champion and reward people who do things that are exciting. And you have to build it into the way you work. So if somebody does something and takes a risk, whether it succeeds or not, you have to hold them up as an example of somebody who succeeded and support them, give them a bonus, give them a promotion, just find a way to get behind them that is visible in the company so it says that this is okay, we support this. Fundamentally, if you're trying to market innovative ideas or new brands, it's pretty basic, but it comes back to understanding who's going to buy it and doing something that solves a real problem. I see so many new brands concocted that don't help solve some consumer or customer's problem, but if there's a deep issue there and you're able to solve it and do it in a way that makes them feel good about themselves, about the product, and that goes down to packaging and that comes down to the way you present it. But at the fundamental, it's understanding how I'm helping make that person's life a bit better.